Chapter Series 3, Fruitless Weapons Exhausted. The beginning of this series, red, blue, yellow, those three colors, represent the three personas of the Holy Trinity. Red obviously representing Christ, blue representing the Holy Spirit, and yellow representing the Godhead. In regards to fruitless weapons exhausted, that is a title that is in reference to the violator. The violator is a nickname that God referred to and refers to that of Satan, and is a name and title that I have adopted myself. I extremely love that word, and of course, subsequently the violating horde, that of the demonic horde. His official title, just like when God's being formal, God referred to the Hebrews, I am that I am. Satan's is that which is, which isn't. You see, God never violates the perception thereof, and the end, that which is actually going to be forever, and that refers to everything. So that which is, which isn't, is in reference to that which is perceivably going on now, and that which isn't is in reference to what he is going to be on Judgment Day. God and his entire system is binary. In other words, everything is ones and zeros, including one of the greatest gifts he gave us, the gift of free will, or choice. Zero being evil or no value, of course, and one being good, the whole value. We are all tethered or grafted or intertwined, symbiotic, etc., to one thing or the other, evil or good. I made reference to the fourth dimension in the last series. Is the veil, or is in reference to the spirit world. So just to reiterate that. So when Lucifer and the angelic, so when Lucifer, the angelic name of the now known Satan, chose to rebel or chose evil, when to rebel, he sinned. He was cast out to where he is now. And in the Garden of Eden, he exhausted 2/3 of his perceived or believed weapons, keeping in mind that he never had any weapons to begin with. That is why it says 2/3 of his perceived or believed weapons, to convince Adam and Eve to sin, therefore in hopes to make God mad and undo or uncreate mankind. To uncreate would be an act of evil if God had done that, which God, being that God can do any and everything, however, there is one thing he will not do, therefore can't, that is sin. And Satan thought, well, if he could get God mad at his precious creation, that of humankind, God would undo that. Now, there's a difference between uncreate or and destroy. As it stands right now, for creative processes and processes to occur. Along with there is destruction. When you destroy something, you're not undoing it in its entirety. You're just undoing it in its present form. Its molecular level is still there, just strewn about the universe, so to speak, but it's not undoing the particulates of creation. And that, undoing the particulates of creation, would have been an act of evil. Because if you go back and read Genesis, every time it's referenced that after he created something and he saw that it was good, and it was good. That tells us that creation is good. Obviously, it comes from God, it's good. So, to undo that, the exact opposite of that, is an act of evil. And Satan was hoping on that. Or, if that didn't work, Satan hoped that God would be reticent to kick them out of the Garden of Eden, and Satan was going to convince Adam and Eve to go eat of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, to go eat of the fruit of the tree of life, which if they had done that, being that they were now strewn with sin, because they had eaten of the tree of knowledge of good and evil, they would have been eternal by eating of the tree of life, and that would have given validity to sin as an eternal thing, and that would have given Satan the justification for him to continue on forever, and that would have been a horrible undoing. But if you recall, the Holy Trinity, because all three are involved in creation, let us kick Adam and Eve out of the Garden of Eden, lest they eat of the fruit of the tree of life and become as one of us, eternal and of their own merit. Eternity or eternalness is granted to you or us by the one who's automatically guaranteed that, and it's of God, not of us.